I came to the Peoria area in 1987. At that time, WCIC was really part of a handful of stations across the country that were operating with that model of being listener-supported. It was very risky, and there was no guarantee this is going to work.
I got saved in 1976. We were in a real deficit in the Peoria area for any real good Christian music on the radio. I really felt the encouragement from the Word of God being played out through the lyrics on the radio and being able to be built up by those songs.
It was November 3rd, 1983 that WCIC signed on the air for the very first time. And then in 1987, adjustments came with a new station manager and with the programming. Instead of just broadcasting, began to really do some research and understand what the community needed and how to best serve that community.
When I think about the listeners that have been reached over the years, I think about the lady who told us she was literally planning to have an affair that day, but while getting ready for work that morning, she heard a song that said, "Only one life, don't throw it away." Stopped dead in her tracks, broke off this emotional relationship at her workplace. Today, her life with her husband, with her kids, is intact. And it was a song that she heard on the radio.
I have gone through a divorce, and so that was super hard because it wasn't anything that I planned on happening. It was pretty hard and traumatic to go through for me and the younger two that I have, and just being able to turn on WCIC and hear the songs and the encouragement. God's there and that He sees us in every moment.
I am so excited about what the next 10 years are going to look like. Our vision really is to build stronger relationships. What if there are less people in jail because WCIC was in the community? What if the marriage divorce rate dropped? What if there's a less percentage of depression in the city because WCIC is here? And when we are able to effectively share that hope we have in Jesus, we believe that's exactly what can happen.
I have been listening to WCIC for a little over 6 years, I believe. You feel positive listening to it. It gives you a sense of peace and some hope. We would spend hours just turning on WCIC and dancing around our living room and singing along loudly at songs. And I love hearing the stories. You end up praying for people you have never met before. And it all in all makes you feel more connected to God.
You're not selling things. You're not telling us what we need to buy, what we need to do to make our lives better, what classes we need to join. The message is pure hope. And when I first started listening, that was something that caught my attention. It's bringing love into places where sometimes there isn't any. It's making differences everywhere.
I think as the world gets darker, the light gets brighter. And we have this incredible opportunity to shed His light into our community. We are broadcasting this idea of hope that we have in Jesus.